I'm here with Robert Riemann of robertriemann.com. Tell us a little bit about Hurricane Sandy.
Well, fortunately for me, Hurricane Sandy has only knocked over a large tree branch near my house. It didn't hit my house, and a couple of smaller trees went over, which we can get cleaned up easily. Everybody in my family is fine. Have had no power since Monday at 6:30 p.m. It's now Thursday, November 1st, approximately 1 p.m. I don't think we'll have power back to the weekend or next week, but not concerned about that. Have hot water, have a gas stove so we can take hot showers and cook. And we put the food that was going to spoil in neighbors' freezers that do have power. In terms of Hurricane Sandy, this was a devastating storm, even though it was only a Category 1 compared to Katrina, which was a Category 4 or 5. And the reason it was so devastating was a lot of things that happened in nature. The storm hit at exactly full moon high tide, where the tides are much, much higher than they are at other times during the month. And what happened was most of the damage was done by the wind and what's called a storm surge. That's why you see all those parts of New Jersey that were unfortunately wiped out by the hurricane, and where you have people 2-3 blocks from the beach with sand in their houses. And that brings me to another point. Although it's very devastating and my heart does go out to the people who are suffering from this, as you know from reading my blog post, and if you haven't, take a look, because I write about fishing often because I'm a big fisherman. I used to fish with a captain, and a big storm was coming in, and some people had houses on stilts on the ocean, and they got knocked into the ocean. And he had a very good saying. That says, do not build do not build houses on nature's property, because eventually something not good is going to happen. Now, I'm not telling people not to rent or build houses down near the ocean. I'm just putting it out there that it is a major risk when you do build something or own something on nature's property. The odds are something not good will happen eventually, and eventually could be 1 year, or it could be 50 or 100 years. You just never know when all the weather cycles come together at once to cause a devastating storm like this. Again, there's millions of people without power and homes, and my feelings go out to all of them. And no, it's not their fault that they chose to live or build houses on nature's property. I'm not trying to make fun of them at all. It's just sort of an adage that I have after hearing that, because I happen to love the ocean and the beach, and have spent a lot of time at both on various individual and family vacations. So I do love being there. But again, when you build there, you're asking for potential problems. And now what's happening is, post-hurricane, Governor Christie from New Jersey has done a fantastic job of organizing all the people there that need to be organized in terms of rescue, recovery, getting crews out to start repairing things. It is going to take a very, very long time, both in New Jersey, Connecticut, and in New York. Downtown Manhattan is still basically closed south of 34th Street. The subways were flooded. Just go online and Google pictures from Hurricane Sandy, and you can see part of the devastation, both in still pictures and or with helicopters. The Army Corps of Engineers is pumping the water out of the subways in New York, so that's what I mean about coordinating. They're using C-130 planes to bring in line crews and tree crews out on Long Island to get that area fixed up quickly. And that brings me to organizations, and robertriemann.com, my organization, in a company called Empower Network, which is empowering people to learn how to make money online without having to make 18,000 phone calls, conference calls, and all those kind of things that other internet marketing systems have. It's a fantastic system. The owners, David Wood and David Sharp, have thought of all the things that you need to do organizationally and move forward. So just like all the governments now are getting together and empowering themselves to get everybody who suffered the devastation from the hurricane back online and back in power again. David Wood and David Sharp have built a great organization with Empower Network. I'm very happy to be part of it and looking forward to having great success in it. If you want to join my team, www.robertreman, that's REMIN.com. Again, robertreman.com. Thank you very much.